Good, good. How are you, bro?
Good too.
Good.
I brought you a little gift, bro.
Let's see. Cigar, of course.
Of course, bro.
Thank you,
Well
bro.
done.
Thank you.
So, the plan for today, bro, we are doing a podcast. We showing the cars.
Yeah.
And maybe we will start. You tell us a little bit about the cars. It's many cars. How much? 3, 5?
5 right now, but there's 6 in total, but there are 5 right now here. We can start with this Porsche 718 Spider. This is my assistant's car. I don't drive it. I don't even fit in it as well.
You
Too
bought
small
it?
for me.
You bought it for her?
Yeah. She deserves more. She
Okay.
deserves more. This is her car right now. We're planning on switching it with a GT3 or a GT3 RS, but she doesn't want to. I want to. She's scared to drive it, but we'll see. My first ever supercar, McLaren 720S. This car is, I would say, anyone that wants to ever buy a supercar and you're thinking of Huracan and Ferrari, whatever, this is your car, bro. Because it's just the doors open like this, the suicide doors. Car is crazy, extremely fast as well. They market it as it has 720 horsepower, but a lot of tests showed that it has 800 horsepower, but they say 720 because the McLaren Senna, which is their hypercar, has 800 something, and it's 5 times more expensive than this one. So, yeah.
And how is it to drive this one? Because some people said McLaren for the first car, it's maybe difficult, maybe dangerous because it's so fast, like you told already.
It is. It's different than driving the other cars. It slides a lot, it's dangerous, but it took me, I would say, 2 weeks to get used to it.
Okay.
2 weeks, and I'm not the type of guy that speeds. I don't like speeding, just drive normally. I bought this car to flex. I didn't buy it to race, bro.
What was your car before this? And you said first supercar, so
Yeah.
before you had
Before this, all the cars I had, I'll say from the first one, I had the BMW 3 Series, I had the A-Class, Mercedes, me, A-Class, then the
car.
C-Class. After the C-Class, I had the GLE, and then after the GLE, I bought this while having the GLE, and then I got rid of the GLE, and from this on, it was basically history.
Okay. So it was your daily at some point. You drive to,
Yeah.
I don't know, get some steaks.
Yeah. Then we have this is the car I use the most, Urus Mansory. Please don't, anyone that sees this, don't try to comment on this. I didn't hit the car. I had it parked. I went to boxing training. I had the car. I always do these videos when I bump a car, bro. It's crazy. And basically, this has nothing to do with the car. This is just the carbon lip from the Mansory kit. The kit cost a lot of money. This is Mansory soft kit. I believe I paid 15 or 20K just for this piece of shit and some stuff on the back and on the wheels.
So just carbon.
Yeah, it's carbon, but I understood that I don't have to change it. We can fix the carbon. There are people that just fix it.
Yes.
So the color, Pimp Purple is the name of the color.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, I feel it's special. Purple Lambo, you know, there's a song, Purple Lamborghini.
Yes,
I always
okay.
used to listen to it, like one day I want to get a purple Lamborghini, or it is.
You made this color or you bought it like
The original color is blue, it's dark blue. This is a wrap.
this? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can show them from here. Everything, including the kit, is this. And then you have here, this is the biggest flex in my opinion.
You see it here, no fake shit. Everything real. Mansory, yes.
The wing, all of this. It's a nice car. It's actually a nice car. And now my favorite car, which everyone roasts me, like, oh, Rolls is for old people, blah, blah, bro. This is not an ordinary Rolls, trust me. This is the Rolls-Royce Wraith, black badge. Basically, the guy that comes out from here is black.
Okay.
This is what the black badge comes from. I think the difference is black badge also has this, and it comes in two-tone as well. But other than that, I'm not a Rolls-Royce expert. I just love the car. It's extremely long, extremely big, 2 doors. Everyone says Rolls-Royce is to have someone drive the car, chauffeur, bro. This is just 2 doors. Like, it's biggest flex ever, most comfortable. A friend asked me yesterday what car brings you the most attention. And I said this, and he was like, what? How can this bring more attention than the McLaren and the Lambo? Bro, trust me, with this car, everyone's looking.
It's huge.
Yeah,
It's like, you see the McLaren, but this is really
this
big.
is another level of respect, you know?
Yes.
People that see it know this is real money. Like, your average online guy that makes a couple of money can't afford this, boys.
And I think also about the roads, people know if you have one, you have different cars too.
Yeah.
Because this is more like comfortable daily.
Yeah.
But if you are young, they know, okay, you have money for this, you will also have a supercar
100%.
to drive. Yeah.
And this is, I think, everyone's favorite. Everyone loves this car, the Ferrari Roma. This car wasn't planned. I wasn't supposed to buy this car. The plan was to get an SF90 Spider. And there happened some issues with the dealership. We didn't get along very well, I would say. It's a long story. Ended up getting this car.
Okay.
0 kilometers. I think I did maybe 500 kilometers in total with this car. So went to the gym maybe 10 times with it, and that's it. What I love about it is the rims, gold rims.
Yes. You spec'd it yourself like this? You said, I want this color, and
They
rims
had
like
someone that spec'd it and ordered it, but didn't want it anymore.
Okay.
So I took it. Also the interior, like I wouldn't have spec'd it this way because this is very good taste, and I don't have that much good taste when it comes to colors.
Yes.
But I think he did a very good job. I just love this car.
Yeah, it looks good. The beige interior with the dark red.
The back as well. It's a sexy car. Everyone watching, guys, did you notice the number plates? There's something weird with those number plates. Like, why do all my number plates say HDI? Why do you think that?
I think because of Hadi, maybe.
Maybe, really? Really? I thought they were rented, bro. Yeah, that's basically it. This car, I've had it for 1.5 years, the McLaren. It was our anniversary a couple of days ago. We made 1.5 years together.
Oh.
I want to get rid of it. I have it for sale. Basically got bored of it. I use it the least. I would say maybe in 1.5 years, I put 1,000 kilometers on this car in total, or 2,000 maximum. I don't use it because it's not comfortable. Yeah, it's nice, but the new Revuelto came out, and it's like talking to me, you know?
Yes,
so to get rid of this, get maybe a Revuelto SVJ or an SF90 Spider, one of these. The sixth car that I already ordered is an Aston Martin. I get it by the end of the year, but like Aston, yeah, it's nice, but after you see all of this, you don't think it's something special.
Yes.
For me, it's just an addition to the collection, you know? I want to reach a point to say that, yeah, I had them all. That's it. Because if anyone asks me, I'm not a very big car fan. I don't know how many horsepower it has, how many torque. I don't care, bro. I just want to have them all. That's it.
So what's the goal? Like 20 cars, 30 cars, or
no.
only 6 to 10 cars at the same time?
Yesterday, I was talking with someone about this, and I said the perfect garage, in my opinion, would be Rolls-Royce Cullinan, SF90 Spider, GT3 RS. That's it. This, in my opinion, is the perfect garage. I can do that right now because these all cars together are more expensive than the 3 cars I just said, but I don't know, it just becomes a game of convenience, you know? Yeah. Is it convenient to have them, like if someone comes right now, when the 6th car comes, we're going to park it right there or right there, but like I don't have space anymore. Maybe need a bigger house.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, anyone watching this, guys, if you want to buy a supercar, your first ever supercar, go with McLaren, bro. Like McLaren, even a lot of people that have money and have McLarens I talk to, it's just, it has its space in your heart. There's nothing compared to it because it's just too exotic, you know, very fast, it's different. The Ferrari, yeah, I like it, but it's nothing crazy, you know, when it comes to the sensation the car gives you, this car is something else.
And which car gives you the most problems? I heard McLaren breaks down a lot. Like lots of people I talk to, and some guy from Germany, he has also a McLaren. He told me it breaks down very often.
This is what everyone, I hear this a lot online, but I don't blame the car, I blame them. If McLaren is your only car, bro, of course it's gonna have issues, but if you have 5 other cars and you just drive it on a Sunday to church, you're not going to have issues, bro. Like, other than oil change, I didn't have anything with this car. 1.5 years. Maybe they bought their McLarens used, the old owner fucked up the car and sold it. You know, it can be, but as in issues with my car, technical, like issues happening inside from the car or something, nothing. Just stupid bumps, like someone hit me like this, and other issues, nothing. Maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky with the cars. Or maybe I got them and they were very clean. The old owners didn't abuse them.
Yeah. Sometimes you have like, with the license plate, you told, does it stop at 100 or you can go
the thing is,
much up or down?
If I need to put 100, I have to take out a letter from here.
Okay.
So we're at 95, Porsche 96, 97, McLaren 98, Rolls 99. The Aston is going to be 94. And maybe I'll get from 90 to 99, we'll see, I don't know. Just depends, but right now, cars is, I think it's enough for now. It's enough. When I sell the McLaren, if I sell the McLaren, I'll have a boost and I'll buy, I have an adrenaline boost and I'll go. Because for me, when I bought these cars, it was never like, yeah, I wanted it, blah, blah, blah. It was more of the adrenaline boost, you know?
Yes.
Like, go to the dealership, see it, feel excited, blah, blah, blah. But sadly, this sensation, this feeling, it dies out after a week or two. A lot of people think that when you buy a supercar, that's it, you're happy for life. Boys, trust me, supercar is gonna make you happy. Yeah, it's gonna make you excited. You're going to feel nice, you're going to feel good. You have a supercar, but this feeling dies out. I'm more into other things right now when it comes to, we'll talk about this in the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, but nice collection, huh? Good taste. Can't say nothing about this.
What do you think about the car collection, bro?
I think it's great, nice to have. Not many people have this much cars, you know, the casual people maybe have one supercar, that's it. Other person I would think of right now is Andrew Tate, that has a car collection like this.
Yeah. That's completely different level, for respect to Andrew. But yeah, I don't know if I can handle having that many cars, because like even with these, it's just, maybe he just has the right people that take care, because I have people as well that take care of everything, but it's always, there's something in Romania where you have to renew it each year to be able to drive the car. It's called ITP. It's basically inspection check.
Yes.
I don't know if they're good or bad. I'm not gonna check. I don't care. And it's just too much headache. But hopefully one day we'll get to 30 cars, 40 cars.
Yes.
Can't say that I'm scared or gonna take them. Come take them, bro. I'll buy another one.
Hello guys, welcome to this new podcast. Today we are in Romania, Bucharest, with a special guest. We have today Hadi here. Hadi, introduce yourself, please.
What's up, guys? Mostly Germany, I believe, watching. Dr. Hadi right here. Pleased to be being a guest for Timur in his my first ever podcast. Is this your first ever or second?
Like third podcast.
Third podcast. Yeah. First one for me, so we'll see what happens. I'm the guest, you're the host. Let's see.
We will see, will be nice. How do you feel with this being your first podcast? You're nervous, excited?
I'm neutral, I would say. Neutral because I got used to talking to the camera. If it wasn't for me filming my vlogs and starting YouTube, it would have been a lot worse than it is right now. But just It's too many cameras on me right now. This is just the only difference. Other than that, it's fine. Just sitting, talking.
Will be nice. So maybe you tell us a little bit about, for people that don't know you. I think lots of people will know you, but for the people that don't know you, tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about background and things that basic things like this.
Little bit of my background. Basically, a lot of people have the mistake and think I'm Romanian. I'm not Romanian. I just live here. Came to Romania 8 years ago, originally from Lebanon. Came to Romania, finished med school. A lot of people ask me why is my name Dr. Hadi, if it's just a nickname or if it's an actual real thing. I am actually a doctor. I finished med school, dentistry to be more specific, and hopped into the online game, I would say, in my third year in university, third year, fourth year. Started an online presence. I started my Twitter account, is where everything started. I believe in 2021, then my Telegram channel, then my YouTube, and was basically all history from there.
And you lived all the years in Lebanon and then moved directly to Romania?
Yeah, it was actually a funny story. I finished school at 17. I actually went to school earlier than all the other kids. There was something with, I was born on 3rd of February 1998. And so I won't skip a year of school or something like that. They had to put me in early, something like that. So I finished school at 17, and I was boxing back then, and I thought this was going to be what I want to do. But my father started mentioning med school. He started mentioning studying abroad because Lebanon is not a good country, I would say, to have a professional career. It used to be before, but they ruined it.
For boxing, you mean?
Not for anything. Anything, as in, Lebanon used to be a very good country before, but a lot of political problems, a lot of issues, wars. I've witnessed one war in 2006 between Israel and Lebanon. We were there. And then it was financial collapse, a financial crisis, and the country has been through a lot of bullshit. So my father came with this idea for me to leave the country. I did multiple exams. We tried the UK, Belgium, and Romania. Romania gave me a scholarship. I didn't want to come. Like, even after everything was set, I had the scholarship. I was like, no, I'm not coming here. I'm not going to leave my life in Lebanon, my friends, my childhood, everything. But he manipulated me, I would say. He tricked me. He told me after I did the exams and got accepted, I said, no, I don't want to go. He said that we're going to go on a vacation together. And
To Romania.
Yeah. And I was so naive because I've never left Lebanon since, like, Romania was kind of my first destination. I might have went with him one time when I was a kid and I don't remember, but Romania was my first destination. He said we're going on a vacation to Romania. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And then my mother packed my luggage, and when we were leaving, she was crying. I was like, why are you crying? Like, we're going for a couple of days and coming back. I didn't know, and my luggage was heavy. It's like all my stuff were inside. It was like, it's fine. We come here. He showed me around. He knows Romania because he also came here and lived here when he was my age. And he showed me the university. He told me this is where you should have went. I said, yeah, sure. After 6-7 days, I believe, I went to a gym next to where we were staying. When I came back, he wasn't there. I thought he would have went to the store or something, started calling him, not replying. After like 3-4 hours, he video called me, he was already in Lebanon. He's like, remember the university I showed you yesterday? I said, yes. He said, tomorrow at 8 a.m. you go there. It's like, fuck. Yeah, it was shocking for me at the start. I didn't like it because I didn't know how to speak Romanian. Everything was new, didn't have any friends, basically a stranger in a foreign country. But it became good. Like, I was lucky I had very good colleagues in my group in uni, and I was good with socializing with people. You know, we got to know each other very fast and we became friends. And I told everyone, like, I don't want anyone to speak with me in English because if they kept on speaking with me in English, I'm never going to learn Romanian. So everyone was speaking to me in Romanian. I would understand one, two words. And then this is basically how I learned Romanian.
So on the hard way. And
Yeah.
but how was your time in Lebanon, like where you was a young child? Was it you have siblings and
Yeah, we're a big family. We're a family of six. We're four children, my mother and my father. A lot of people talk about this, their come up being, oh, poverty, blah, blah, blah. We were, I would say, an average family, below average, because we were four children and the situation there was very bad. I had a very happy family, I would say. No divorce, no issues inside the house, no fighting, no nothing, because I believe a lot of people that talk online and have some personal issues or frustrations, all these frustrations come from your come up, from when you're a child, and they're like childhood trauma, I like to call it. Never had anything like that. My parents were there for me whenever I needed anything. My father was a little bit strict with me. He beat my ass a lot when I was a kid. But him being strict with me made me the man I am right now. So all thanks goes to him when it comes personality wise. I went to the army when I was 16. Did not full army, only went 3 months. He basically threw me there. I didn't want to go because in Lebanon, if you're the only child, you're the only son in the family, you're not obligated to go. But he sent me for like a training 3 months thing. It was horrible. It helped me a lot, as in understanding people, meeting new people, knowing that if shit happens, you're on your own. You have to solve your shit by yourself, and a lot of things like that. But yeah, like the childhood in general was decent, was okay. Wasn't bullied at school or anything. A lot of people ask me if I was like this big when I was, and I told you this as well.
yes.
Anyone watching, I know right now I'm 6'5", but I believe I grew at 20, 21 years old is where I grew maybe like 15 centimeters, bro, like that. When I was in high school, just normal height, not too big, not too small. But yeah, it was good. It was fun. I would say the experience came in Romania more than in Lebanon. Because in Lebanon, like all my previous friends from there back then, either dead in jail or doing illegal stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
The best life experience was like here in
Yeah,
Romania.
yeah, in Romania. 100%.
Okay. So that would be a thing I wanted to ask before, but you told you never left Lebanon. Really, it was only because of the thing with the med school here.
Yeah.
So before that, never on vacation, different countries.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for this step he took for me to come study med school, I would have been here right now or doing this. So.
Yeah, I think the most families don't have a. No, I would not say they don't have a father figure, but if they have a father figure, they only want the best for their sons, and that's why he did this to you and with the army and everything, because he wants you to be a great man. And if he wouldn't do this, then we wouldn't be here, like you said.
A lot of people say that life is the best teacher. I would beg to differ. I would say parents are the best teachers because I had a very close relationship with my parents. All my tattoos right here are about my family, basically.
What does this mean?
It's a quote in Arabic about my family, in Spanish also about family. And yeah, because I used to discuss with my parents about other kids, you know. Had this kid in school, his mother was like super obsessed of keeping him safe, not letting him come out, go play football with us or go fight on the street, you know. This kid right now, zero social skills, takes drugs, basically complete idiot. So I believe, yeah, having a good father or mother figure helps a lot, 100%.
Yes. That's the problem. Like I said, most people don't have this. Most people in the online space that do something and are known, that have an issue in the family. But that's why I was wondering that everything in your family is fine, and now the contact, even where you got more famous here in Romania and do everything, is it the
Still the
same
same.
or better?
Yeah. Since I left, a lot of people ask me like, "Don't you miss your family?" I'm like, we video call each and every single day, and if you're video calling with someone, like you're seeing him, he's seeing you. It's just the touching is not there, but we're not kids, we're mature. So I used to go maybe once every 3, 4 months, visit them. Now, since the situation in Lebanon, I flew them here. So if it wasn't for my financial situation right now, they would have been still stuck there. I would have been able to fly my parents here and have them in a safe place, because right now in Lebanon, it's not very safe. There's still fights with Israel, but this is another thing. A lot of people say, yeah, money cannot buy happiness, but look, about me, my family's safety, which brings me happiness.
Yes, that's a big mistake, thinking money doesn't buy happiness. You got so much freedom, so much things you can do for other people if you don't even think about yourself, what you did for your family. So, did you retire them? Do they need to work, or how is this going?
My mother never worked, ever. Like, my father would never let my mother or my sisters work. I was the only kid that was working other than him. He doesn't work now, but he's still like, right now his life is, he goes to a very nice gym resort. You know, not a gym, you know, the resort for old people where they go, but they don't train. They just sit on the treadmill and talk, and
Yes,
then
yes.
go to the pool, sit in the jacuzzi. This is his life right now.
Yeah.
But he was very hardworking. I witnessed it in my eyes. He tried his best to offer us everything possible. And yeah, at the start, he couldn't believe that I was progressing this fast, you know, because coming from a country like Lebanon is very, you don't hear about a 20 something year old kid with 6 supercars,
Yes.
big house, and you know, it's something not, it's not familiar. And the mentality there is a lot like finish school, high grades, become a doctor or a lawyer or a architect. Yeah, and that's basically it.
Yeah, the basic stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, I think it's the same for, I'm from Turkey, and there it's the same. They want their kids like this, or in Germany. But that's what I think about. You made the med school here, but
Yeah.
when now you're in a situation you can take care of your parents, of your siblings, everything. You have big house, supercars. But when does this start? You was in school, and when did this thought came in your head to maybe make more of your life, maybe make an online business? How everything started? Which business model? Which way you think?
First thing I want to say is their mentality is not wrong. It's just times have changed, because you're 18 now.
Yes, right.
I'm 26, so I've seen a lot more. When I was a kid, when I was, let's say, 12, 13, 14, we'd go to a friend's house. If they have a big house, a nice apartment, a nice car, it's always, what does your dad do? Doctor. What does your dad do? Lawyer. You know, when I was a kid, that was basically the kind of definition of success, you
Yes,
know.
yes, I
But
understand.
times have changed. They are still not used to, our parents are still not used to this generational change, I would say, where everything became online, businesses became different. Right now, a doctor doesn't make as much money as a kid doing some crypto bullshit on his
It's
computer.
crazy to think about.
How it started is, when I first came here, I lived 3, 4 months in the dorm rooms, something like that, because me having a scholarship, I get also dorm room for free. In my mind, I thought the dorm rooms here are going to be like in the US, parties, you know,
Yes.
but it was garbage, literally garbage. Like, I think the whole room was 2 meters with 3 meters. There was no bathroom. We shared the bathroom for the whole floor. You can't go to the bathroom without slippers. You'll have, in Romanian, there's something called the mushrooms. You get mushrooms on your toes. It was crazy, but that situation made me like, bro, I was like, fuck this. I don't want to stay here. And it was very bad, I would say. The conditions were bad. And I started looking into multiple stuff on, as in, was a good and fast way to make money in Romania. First business I would say I did in Romania was I was selling iPhones. I used to go, I used to talk to a lot of people online. That was the thing. Like, I was more interested in meeting people online rather than meeting people in real life. And I talked to a lot of people till I met a couple of guys. I talked to a couple of guys that live in Dubai. And we're just talking, became friends, video calls, blah, 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 and discussing one time about phones. And I believe back then was when the iPhone 11 showed or the iPhone 12, don't remember. They said, I asked them, was the price there? They told me, and I was like, what the fuck? In Romania, it's 300 euros or 400 euros more expensive because in Romania, we don't have the Apple store. We have an affiliate for Apple, something like that. And Dubai, there's an Apple store. So it's like, let me find a way, get some money, go there, buy some phones, come sell them here and see what happens. That was basically my first business here. And cutting out with this, I did it successfully. I would say I reached a point where I was bringing in 40, 50 phones at the time. Not me by my own, because legally you're not allowed to bring more than 10 devices on an airplane. I was flying other people with me doing it. But like, this is a business that only works the first 2, 3 months when the phone is still new, then used start showing. And yeah, that was basically how I started. It was ups and downs, you know, a lot of ups and downs, because in that period as well, I was still 20 years old, 19, 20, still going out to clubs, still wasting a lot of time basically. I would say everything switched at when I was 21. I was in a position where, yeah, I kind of have a little bit more money than my colleagues because of the businesses I was running outside, the phone thing, but it was just not enough. You know, that business made me buy my first car, which was a BMW 3 Series. It was a red BMW 3 Series. But then issues started showing with the car. It was a bullshit car, kept on having issues all the time, and you just need money to fix those issues. Started looking deeper online. I found, I would say, my first ever interaction with online money was through Twitter. I don't know how, I don't even remember why, but I was basically just looking through Twitter and I started seeing those people showing a lot of huge sums of money, online businesses, all that. I didn't have a Twitter account back then for my name. I had a fake account, was just reading every day. Started talking to people, joined a couple of online groups. Through those online groups, I met some people that I'm still friends with them till this day. They told me about OFM, the business I'm running right now, and it was history from there.
Yes. So your first business was with the iPhones, and
Yeah.
then you
I
directly.
also, sorry for interrupting you, I also sold dogs, I sold tires. I did a lot of shit before the online business stuff. After I had a little bit of money on the side, I was looking like in Romania, what can you do to make big money? And you had three options: webcam, drugs, or prostitution. Drugs and prostitution were not in any sort of way ever an option because don't want to end up in jail, bro. So I tried the third option, used all my money to invest into a webcam studio. In my mind, I thought, oh, this is going to be this huge breakout. I'm going to be rich, blah, blah, blah. Invested everything into that studio and basically had the physical location, got everything. And in my mind, I don't know why I was so naive to a point that I thought I'll open it, run some ads, and then I'll start getting models coming in. We opened everything, started running the ads. No one showed up, bro. No one.
Models.
2, 3 months, I had the thing open and running, and I was paying the electricity bill, everything, the cleaning, but there was no money being made. I had maybe one, not actual model, one interview when she and didn't end up working for us. And after that, I had to work as a delivery boy to make some money back to basically survive. So this was one of my biggest failures, I would say. I invested a lot of money in that studio, and it ended up being a big failure, but it made me learn business more because I see a lot of people with this mentality like, I have this idea, he just wants to jump straight into it, doesn't do a lot of research, doesn't try basically to understand it before jumping right into it. This is what I did, and I ended up losing everything. Became a delivery boy for, I don't even remember. My friend Hadi here is watching. He remembers when I was a delivery boy. We knew each other back then. I had another friend as well. We were co-delivery boys. So we would wake up at 8 a.m. He would go start delivering food, and I would do the same, and we'd be on call all the time together, just talking shit. Like,
Really too.
yeah,
While delivering.
yeah,
But-
telling him like which area has more deliveries right now. Let's go park there. It was fun. It was fun. I had a lot of people that tell me like, "Oh, look at this guy. He was a delivery boy, and now he has money." So what?
Like, it's not a bad thing. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. People say it as if it's a bad thing, you know, like, oh, look at this guy. He used to be like, so like, I mean, if you weren't capable of doing it, I did. So what's the issue, bro?
People are hating on some bullshit every time. Like, there is nothing wrong. Even that you dropped your ego, said, okay, I had money from first business, I did webcam, you were in a high position, and then said, okay, fuck, it doesn't work. Now I go back to fucking delivery guy.
Yeah.
This shows much more about you than, I don't know, people just hate on some bullshit.
It was horrible. A lot of people underestimate how right now, after working in this and trying it for a couple of months, every time I order food, I tip the delivery guy because, bro, it's very hard. I still remember the first day. It was like, how hard would this going to be? It was basically, I wasn't working for a restaurant. I was working for this app where you get an order from a restaurant, and then you get the address. You get the food from the restaurant and take it to the address. It's like connected to multiple restaurants. And so I got my first order. It was a pizza. Went there, took the pizza, put it in the bag, delivered it. It was like, it's easy, you know? Second order, literally second order, it was Lebanese food from a famous Lebanese restaurant here. I was like, what the fuck? I have to go inside the restaurant with the delivery bag on my back. Maybe someone sees me, maybe someone knows me. I was very shy, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do it. So I put on a mask and a hat and went inside, wishing no one's gonna see me. Got the food, went to deliver it. On my way to deliver the food, the car, I had a Smart, rented Smart just for this job back then. It was shaking a lot, and the food was shaking. So when I arrived to the destination, I knocked on the door to give the people their food. It was this old lady. I was like, hello, this is your food. I take the food from the bag, and while giving her the bag exploded and the food fell on the ground, basically blasted everywhere. And she looked at me like this in shock, you know, and I looked at the food, was like, what the fuck, what can I do? Started cursing at me, shouting at me, went back to the car. I was like, well, fuck this job, you know, but I kept on going. I couldn't say anything. I had a lot of people where it would be traffic outside, and like, I can't fly, bro. I have to drive to get there. They would call me, start cursing me, telling me bad things, bad names, like, oh, delivery boy, where are you? Blah, blah, we're waiting for you. Or those people like just open the door, take the food, and slam the door. It was bad, but I'm not the type of person that lets such things affect me, you know?
Yes.
Just have to do what has to be done, and that's it.
And how was you going to be paid? Like, for a delivery, you get money, or hourly?
Each delivery, I still remember, each delivery was 15 lei, and 15 lei is like €3.
Yes. Right.
And our goal was between 10 and 20 deliveries a day, but it's a lot easier than it actually is, because with that money you also need to pay petrol, you also need to eat as well on your break. I think I managed the most to do 16 deliveries in one day. It's just I would say in 1 hour we would finish one or two. That was kind of the ratio. So we had days where with 10 hours, we only did 10 deliveries. In 10 hours, we did 15 deliveries. So it was basically €3 an hour. And the tips, if people want to tip you, they tip you cash or just give you tips. But it was funny that the poorest people, I would say, in the poorest areas were the people tipping, and the people with like food delivery notes of like €200 steak meal or some meal, very expensive meals from somewhere. They just take the food, don't leave a tip, slam the door. Yeah.
What do you think? Why is there such a gap between poor people know how to act and know how to tip and have this good behavior, and why do you think the rich people that eat steak don't act like this, you know?
It's steak. I would say it's not, it depends. If it was, because the poor people would relate with the delivery guy. You know, they would look at him, they would see that this guy's working hard, this guy's trying his best, and they would just help him out. Whereas if it's a rich person that used to be poor, they help as well. But it was some fat guy that was born rich. He just cares about the food. He doesn't care about. But I mean, you can't blame these people. You know, when you order food, it became so easy and so convenient. Just press 2 buttons and wait for your food to get delivered. So I might be exaggerating here.
Interesting point that you did this, and it was your only like offline job in this.
Yeah, this
specific
was
type?
my a job I did offline in Romania when I was in Lebanon, I worked at KFC for 3 months. First 2 months I was used to dress up, and for kids' birthdays used to dance, you know, dress up like a
Really?
chicken.
How
Yeah.
old was you?
I
on
was
that day?
16, you know, I was a
16.
kid, 15, 16, and I was dancing at one birthday. I didn't like the kid. The kid was very annoying and his parents were very annoying. So I was playing juggling with his presents, and I intentionally threw his presents and broke them. So they kicked me out from the animator, I think it was called, and they made me the guy at the window for drive-through food. And what I was doing back then is I would finish, because you would get the order, go put it inside the bag and give it. You know, no one's counting the chicken or counting the crispy. So each time when I finish my shift, my friend would come pick me up. He would order one piece of chicken, and I would be the guy putting it inside, and I'd put like 30. You know, put like 30, give him the order, finish my shift, go. They caught me after like a week of doing that, and they kicked me out. That was basically it.
So you drive every day, and then you finish shift. You eat together.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think it's great to remember, great experience to be through this kind of things.
Yeah, the nice thing is we're still friends till now.
And
No?
now you laugh at this.
Yeah. But the actually crazy story is we were friends back then. We came here, we studied medicine because he did medicine as well in Romania. He heard that I'm coming here, so he decided to come here as well. I went this way, and he's an actual doctor right now. So he finished med school, now he's working as a doctor, as a dentist, hates his life basically, makes 3 he's laughing because he knows who I'm talking about. Makes €3,000 a month, €4,000 a month, but then you have to pay taxes, you have to pay I don't know what, work, put your hand inside someone's mouth for 12 hours a day. It's not for me.
Yeah.
But he likes it. I believe he's going to get into higher places because medicine and being a doctor pays off when you're 30 plus years old. When you already have experience, you open your own clinic, you start your own career, then yeah, you can make good, decent money. But yeah.
Not for everyone, like this way.
Yeah.
Some people just say, okay, this is nothing for me, like you said.
For me, I found out that it was not for me when I believe I was in second year, and we needed to do practice, you know, on real actual patients. And my first ever patient was this Romanian guy he had black teeth, black and yellow. He opened his mouth and this green gas went out into my face. And when I looked, I was like, bro, fuck this. I'm not gonna work like this. It's just I would rather be delivery boy than do this, you know.
Crazy.
But yeah, I had to go through. I did 7 years, 6 years of medicine, and the first year we basically, because I'm a foreign student, we did only Romanian language and some chemistry and biology and some stuff like this, and then straight into med school. So it was 7 years in total for me. It was fun, a lot of nice memories. A lot of people ask me if I still am in contact with my colleagues that we finished med school together. I am. I have a lot of close friends from there, but like no one's doing any online stuff. You know, we just meet once every 1 month, 2 months for a shisha, talk about how funny uni was, and that's basically it.
But what they think about you? No. Now they see you with all the cars and you started like at the same school,
Yeah.
at the same, I would say, not maybe the same opportunity, but you were here at zero together and now you have lots of cars, money, houses, everything. Well, do they are happy for you or think, fuck?
I would say a lot of people knew it coming because even when I was in uni, my head all the time, I was business minded, you know. I used to tell everyone like, let's try this, let's do this, look at this guy, he's making money this way, let's try to do it ourselves. I had the same response each and every time, yeah, we'll do it, yeah, but no one ended up actually trying something. And this guy I'm telling you about that ended up being a doctor. When I first started OFM, I talked to him first. He was like, bro, let's do this together, blah, blah, blah. He did it 1, 2. He's like, nah, this is not gonna work. Like,
He said it's not gonna work. Okay.
Yeah.
But what was his thoughts about the business? He thought maybe no, I don't want it, or does he look at the business say, bro, what's that stupid idea? Fuck this."
Back then it was more of like, this is stupid. Who you can't make money like this. Like this is not long term. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I ended up being a lot closer with my online friends that I met through online groups because we kind of spoke the same language. You know, we understand each other. We would talk about things. We're both interested in the same thing. Two guys I met on online. They're Romanians. One guy lives in a town named Oradea. One guy lives in a town named Arad. These two guys are like my brothers right now. We're not very close, as in we don't see each other often. But even back then, we wouldn't see each other often. But anytime someone has a problem, we have our group. We talk to each other, do calls all the time, and this shows you that you never know what person you would just like click with. You know.
Yes, yes.
And
I want first to ask you a question again about the networks you already mentioned before, like when you sold iPhones.
yeah.
You told about people from Dubai. I think it's like 6 years ago with the iPhones.
Facebook.
Facebook
Yeah.
groups. Okay,
Facebook.
I wanted to know, are they networks 6 years ago?
It's Facebook.
Okay, and then you met the guys from Dubai there.
The guys from Dubai, yeah, we met each other, but it was more business only, not more like friendship, you know?
Yes.
Was just interested of what they were talking about all the time because they lived there and I lived here. And just became only a transactional business relationship, I would say, nothing crazy.
Okay, I understand. And the thing before we talk about the current business you are known for is how was it as a delivery guy? I personally want to know. Did you ever experience seeing like a teacher or a girl you liked or friends?
Fuck, yeah.
And you see them and you have like a bag because I had the same situation, but I want to hear from your side.
I get this. It was, I think, my last order before I go offline and just go back home and finish the work for the day. I was like, should I stop? Then I was like, no, let me take this last order. I take this order, random restaurant, but I knew like there was a girl I was talking to that works there, but at that moment I wasn't thinking about that. I was just like, yeah, I'm working, just focused on work. I go there, I had my mask on and my hat on. This was my outfit every day of the work. We go there, waiting for my for the order, and she brings it out, and she was handing me the food and looking at me like this, and I was looking at her and was like, do I know her? Then I was in my mind, I was like, fuck yeah, I know her. She didn't say anything. I took the food and went back to the car and left, and then she texted me. She's like, did you come just pick up an order from this restaurant? I was like, no, I'm at the gym, and I sent her an old picture from the gym, But I think she found out. I think she found out. Yeah.
What did she thought about you at the time?
I still ended up fucking her, so who the fuck cares, bro? Delivery boy, not delivery boy.
Not the casual delivery boy, yeah. But what you told her some different story about your life, like I'm this and this manager position.
No,
And
the
then-
thing is, I'm not very open about my life when it comes to girls. I believe this is a very big mistake a lot of people do. Like, if she's your girlfriend and you know each other for a very long time, I would say, yeah, then it's a good point to open up about your previous life, what you do. But a lot of these guys go out on dates with girls. Like, I met girls that they told me, oh, I went out with this guy and he told me basically everything from the first date. Like, yeah, I did this, I did this. Why? You know? There are some things I personally rather keep them private. I'm very more like a close circle guy, I don't like talking. And like when it comes to going out with a girl, like just talk about some bullshit, about a movie, about, I don't know, a new restaurant that opened. Need 30, 40 minutes to just riz her up and
then
don't need to go full on podcast mode with the girl and talk about your come up. Like, she
Yes.
doesn't care, bro.
Yes.
Doesn't care.
So how's dating here in Romania when we talk about this topic now? So how was it for you in the beginning, or did you ever had problems like didn't
A lot of
can't act with
people,
girls?
ask me about this as in how is it now? And I tell everyone, bro, having more cars and more money doesn't help. It scares the girls more than, because back then when I had the BMW, I had a lot more girls than I do right now. Because it was more normal. I was more going to clubs, more running around, blah, blah. But right now, when a normal girl sees these cars, sees me, is like, this guy must be a mafia guy or doing something illegal. And I think what this does is it automatically makes the girl not trust you instantly. Because if she meets broke guy from the club, doesn't care, broke girl, broke guy at the club. But if she's broke girl at the club, meets guy with 6 supercars, like, this guy wants something from me. He wants to do something. No.
Yes.
But yeah, I would say I don't know how it is in other countries. I don't have experience with that, but it's normal. I read a lot on Twitter about how it is in the Western countries, US, blah, blah, blah. And I feel bad for them. Because every American guy I meet, I always ask the same questions like, bro, is it actually how we Europeans here, we guys living in Europe here, see it on Twitter? Because on Twitter you see all these parades, all these fat women.
Yeah.
Oh, and I always ask, is it actually true? And everyone's like, yeah, bro, it's 100% true. So I feel bad for them. Here it's nice. Don't come here. If you're an American watching this, don't come here. Stay there. Yeah, it's bad here.
So I want to know from you what in dating you look for in a woman. If you date here or if you have a girlfriend now, maybe what are skills and things you look in a woman for dating her or even texting?
I would say before looks, because this is what everyone looks for. This looks, outer appearance. I care about her being strong, because loyalty, of course, but loyalty can be easily obtained if you're a good, all-rounded man and you treat her well and you take care of everything, the finances, the everything. Then any human being possible can be loyal to you unless he's a snake. But for me, I would say strength, 100%, because I would rather the woman that, let's say something happens, someone breaks into my house or something. Yeah, a lot of people would say 99% of women just run away, blah, blah, blah. Let's say I'm in a bad situation. Let's take, this is a little bit more extreme. Let's take a more normal situation, something happens with me, I end up in jail, God forbid, who knows. Some girls are just stupid, bro. Doesn't know what to do, doesn't know, like, oh, just starts crying, doesn't know. I like a girl that thinks,
Yes.
just understand things from the first time. Just tell her she just understands, knows how I think, because this is one of the main things every man should have if he's in a relationship, to know that if shit hits the fan, she knows where to get the money, she knows how to send the money to your parents, she knows take care of this, talk to this guy, get money from this guy, just you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because all the other things has been as in physical aspect, funny, tall, short. This is not like in the long run. This is not very important. This, I don't know if I mentioned this before in my messages, but I'm a very big believer of beauty fades away. So if she's good looking now, in 10 years she's gonna look like shit, most probably. So I'm not saying also as in accept anything. Every man has his standards, let's be serious, but look more in depth, look more into the personality, look more into, because I believe any person shows you his real face in dark times, not in good times, because in good times everyone is good, everyone's happy, everyone's loyal, everyone's there for you. But in dark times, this is where you actually figure out who's there for you, if she knows how to control the scenario, if she knows what to do, because most guys nowadays they would say, yeah, my girlfriend is loyal, blah blah blah, but like throw him in jail or take him on a 3 months work vacation, or basically take him out of her life for a period of time. She doesn't know what to do, she jump on another guy instantly.
Yes.
And I believe I talk like this because I'm 26 right now and I see things differently. Back when I was 18, 19, 20, all I cared about was just sleeping with the girl and that's it. But right now, things have changed. I like having a very good structure. I like having people that I actually 100% trust. And I know that if something happens to me, they know how to keep things under control.
Okay, I understand. But for this, I think you need to involve the girl or the friends much more into your life. And in the
Yeah.
beginning, you said you like to have a close circle. So if you go on a date with a girl, I don't know how the situation right now is, but let's say in the past you go on a date with a girl or you meet a guy for the first time. How you check these people and how do you identify, okay, they are worth my time or not? So if you see a girl, you talk about movies and this, you told me not tell much about yourself, but how do you say after the first date, okay, she's worth a second date and okay, she's strength, I can tell her how to do a bank transaction and things like this
Yeah,
in the
yeah. We'll divide this into two. Let's talk first about the male scenario. Meet someone and I'm maybe considering of having him join my inner circle, I would say. You can test people. It's a method I never talked about. It's called putting a mole, whereas basically I meet this guy, then I tell someone to go, a mutual friend of ours or something, and tell him, bro, go to this guy and start talking shit about me, just to see the reaction of that specific person. If he continues like, yeah, you're right, Hadi is a piece of shit, then I know this guy is not worth my time. But if he's like, bro, shut up, don't talk about this guy, then this is a good sign for me. Another sign would be I would look at that person and see how he treats his family, how he treats his parents, how he treats the people close to him. If he doesn't have a good relationship with his family, doesn't take care of them, doesn't take care of them, and just takes care of his stupid girlfriend, then for me, this is not a good guy to basically put your trust in. When it comes to girls, it's trust takes time. You can't, there's no formula to figure out someone from the first couple of dates. You need to go through multiple phases. You need to have them see certain things with you. You need to see how they react under pressure. You need to see how they react when you're in a bad spot or when they're in a bad spot. And there's also another way a lot of people use. They're like, this is a lot of people I hear a lot of people talk about it, is you drink with someone alcohol and then you can figure him out, because drunk people usually say the actual truth. I don't do that because I don't drink, but I don't even consider it also way, because I consider, like, when I see someone drunk, this guy's stupid, you know? I understand the people, like, let's say you drink one glass, two, three, just to feel a little bit nice, to feel tipsy, to have fun. But like being drunk, not knowing where you are, hitting the walls, that's just a sign of low IQ for me. Like, bro,
Yes.
you're too stupid to a point to get yourself in that situation.
You give the control. You don't have the control anymore over your
Yeah,
body.
yeah,
That's the thing
yeah.
I don't understand too. Some friends of mine are in a high position, but they drink, and I always say, "Bro, why you drink? Why you want to give the control over your own body and thoughts away for nothing?" Okay, so that's some interesting points how you check friends and girls. How's the situation right now? If you want to talk about, you have a girlfriend or you have, like, some people live like, uh, they have one girlfriend and stay with her. Some people have multiple girlfriends. What do you think about this and how do you live? Did you try it?
I believe this whole multiple girlfriend ideology blew up in 2021, 2020, 2021, when Twitter was filled with all this, oh, you need to have multiple girls, blah, blah, blah. For me, that never worked because I'm more of like chill person. I hate arguing. I hate wasting energy. I always consider when a couple fight, no one wins because you're wasting energy, she's wasting energy, just wasting time. And I hate texting. I don't like texting girls. I don't like, for me, it's just more of the connection I have with that person. And that's basically it. I've seen people that also do the multiple girlfriend thing and this working out for them, good for them. For me, I don't like it. I believe that you can have a perfect setup would be one good girlfriend that's very smart and has everything you need. And if you want to have some fun, just, a couple of side chicks here and there. But the big problems start when you start treating the side chick as someone important. You need to keep in your mind like this girl is just for fun and that's it.
Yes. And
Because I believe that if your girl knows that those other girls are only just for that, because, like, let's be serious right now, what man stays with the same girl his whole entire life and doesn't do anything? Because a lot of people say that cheating is just when it's something physical. I believe cheating can be also talking to another girl, thinking about another girl. When there's emotion involved, that's already cheating. But if there's no emotion, just used her after the club,
yes,
just
yes,
used each other.
yes.
It's just fun and it's not cheating, but just did what you felt like doing at that moment and that's it.
Yes, but would you think the same is okay for a girl
No.
too? Okay.
No, because if you go back long, long time ago and the human psychology, science, how we were created, bro, men have the role and women have the roles. Her role is to nurture, produce, make children, take care of the house. For us, like, most men, when you're in that specific phase, you don't think with your brain, you think with your dick. And it's different with girls. If she wants to try and do something like this, I believe most girls do this due to emotion. They feel something. So when they feel it, they decide to do it. And it's a bad thing if she wants to do it. But yeah, so answer is no. Maybe a lot of feminists will jump on me right now, start commenting, blah, 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 sexist. Yeah, I'm a sexist, bro. Fuck you.
Yes, yeah, but you're right in this point. But how do you tell it your girl, or how do you make it clear? Okay, because most girls say, if you can do it, I can do it too. And
She doesn't have to know. She doesn't have to know. I met a lot of people that have this sickness, I would say, sickness, where they feel the urge to go and tell their girlfriend, oh, look, I cheated on you. Oh, look, bro, this is stupid. Why? Like, why create unnecessary drama? Why hurt her? Because you're basically hurting her. It doesn't matter if she likes it or not. It's something you know? So I've had experiences where the girl would tell me what I don't know doesn't hurt me. So try your best to not make me know. And
Really?
yeah, and
Okay.
that's basically it, you know? And of course, even if I get to a point where I do something, I would try my best to have her not know, just to avoid any issues, you know? And once, trust me, once you're in this phase where she's like this with you, you would stop wanting to do stuff. I believe most men jump and do these things because their girls are like keeping them like, no, 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 they're very jealous, very possessive over them. This is why they end up going and doing those stuff. But if she's like, she trusts you, everything, then in your mind, you're like, why would I go and do this? You know?
Yes, I understand. So some people tell or say you need to become high value to get high value woman. Some people like had a new vision now from you where you say, okay, if you are high, no, not you didn't said it, but if you have many cars, money, they don't trust you. So what do you think is the right way? Becoming high value for women or this whole thing, they talk about?
For all, if you're broke and you're watching this right now, a lot of these broke guys usually have this dream. Oh, I'm broke. I'll meet this rich girl. She'll fall in love with me because I'm cute or I look good or I'm beautiful and I'll have a better life, basically. This doesn't happen, bro. This happens in their dreams only because that girl is rich. She's in that position because her father was rich most of the times. And let's say I'm a rich father and I have a daughter. Why would I ever give her to a broke guy? If she was used to living this high life all her entire life, living in a big house, whatever she wants, why would I send her back to the ghetto? Like, why would I do that? It just doesn't make sense, you know? And when it comes to switching turns, yeah, a man would rather get a broke girl than a girl that's rich. This is how it happens most of the times. But when it's the female that has the money, she's never going to look into a broke man's way. Like, it's just why? A lot of people think that, yeah, I'm tall or I'm good looking, bro. Like, you might impress some girls in high school, you might impress some kids. That would work when you're 18, 19. But once you're 23, 24, 25, and it's time to start a family, to be someone, no one cares about your looks, bro. No one cares about, well, you're funny, haha, you're
Yes.
broke.
Yes.
Being broke is funny.
Yes. Yeah. So, what would you advise these people to get themselves straight
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
and but date maybe like here and there a girl and meet her, and but nothing too serious or
One thing I don't like is I don't like when I see someone, a man in a position where he feels inferior next to a woman. Because let's say I've had these when I was when I was younger, where I want to go out with a girl and I would think, oh, this is all my money. I can order one drink, and if she orders the more expensive thing, I can pay for it, you know? Feels like shit, you know? You lose your confidence when you have this. You lose, like, I'll give you an example. A guy dating girl, broke as fuck, and then his girl, let's say, sees someone with a very nice car, very okay, good guy, blah, blah, blah. They can offer her a lot more than the other guy. Even if she doesn't fall for the rich guy, the broke guy is going to feel bad. He's going to start feeling something in his stomach. Is like, bro, like he feels inferior, you know? And I hate whenever I see men in that position. This is why I write a lot in my Telegram channel about how they should improve, how you need to, and money is not the only thing. I like, let's say you put a bunch of guys in front of me right now. 80%, 90% of the time, I would pick the guy that knows how to fight over the rich guy. Because the guy that knows how to fight, even if he's broke, he can fucking break the other guy's neck. You know,
yes,
this is something respectable. Women want to feel protected, they want to go out and feel safe. If they're with a guy with money, but he's a pussy, then still he lacks a lot of features in some places, you know? So being all rounded is just a lot better. I'm not talking every guy should be fucking 10 cars, blah, blah, blah. Have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you're good to go.
Okay, so it's part of the journey from a man to improve in every fighting, gym, money, communication network. You would advise to for let's project it on me as an 18-year-old. So I should make experience here and there, but concentrate on me in the all the
100%.
time. And
100%. If you start shifting at this young age, if you shift your concentration on keeping that girl and keeping her happy, competition is going to eat you alive, because you're going to see other guys that focused on themselves and they got to a position where they can just get her like this.
okay, I understand.
And I don't want this to sound like, no, this is what only matters. No, this is not what only matters. There are also scenarios where, let's say, the Conor McGregor story was with his girlfriend, that he was a plumber, blah, blah, blah. There are scenarios like this, but bro, most of you guys watching, you're not Conor McGregor. So let's just be serious, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So now we talked a lot about this dating stuff, but I'm curious how you got to the point now where you are with the business and everything, how everything works and what are you doing?
When I started with online business, a lot of people say it's ups and downs. I had my ups and downs before, but when I first started with this business, it was only up from there because I knew this business has a lot of has a potential to make a lot of money. I know that if you continue on working, continue on improving, you can get into crazy numbers with this business. A lot of people that get into OFM, these are actual real stories, and you're laughing because you know what I'm going to talk you know what I'm going to talk about, because it's just I don't a lot of people think that I make fun of Germans or something, but I make fun of a lot of nationalities. I'm a bit racist when it comes to
Yes.
national, but it's fine. I make fun of Romanians, I make fun of Arabs, I make fun of Germans, but with Germans, it's very common to happen that they get into OFM, make money for a couple of months, spend it all like idiots, and then go back to broke. It's just like you guys are doing it.
Yes.
And this is something that didn't happen to me because yeah, when I started this business, I would say the first year I was having fun at the same time. I was got my hands on some real money, started traveling to Dubai, started doing all this shit. But when I started seeing other people, their numbers going down, they started focusing a lot more on looking like they made it rather than actually making it. That was for me like, I need to be careful. I need to focus on the business scale. And for my personal story, I would say what helped me the most was my connections. We talked about this yesterday. Uh, I basically tried my best to meet everyone running this business. I was the type of guy where I, when I started, I didn't care about everything happening outside. All I cared about was knowing as many people as possible that run that same exact business. This guy, let's say, is good with TikTok. This guy is good with Instagram. This guy is good with Reddit. Become friends with them. I help them with this. They help me with that. I reached a point where I'm friends with the biggest people that run each and every single traffic source. Like I know the guy pulling millions from TikTok. I know the guy pulling millions from Instagram. I'm not going to mention his name, but I told you
Yes,
yesterday.
yes. I
And
know.
it's just these things help. These things help. And it wasn't easy to get to those people. Of course, with some people I had to kiss someone's ass. For another person, I had to pay money to get into connection with that specific person. But when you're in a position where you're not rich, you need to sacrifice, bro. This is an issue I see with a lot of people. Ego. Everyone has like at 10K a month. Most people are like, oh, their egos, like, oh, they're rich, bro. At 10K a
Yeah.
month, you can't buy a supercar, bro. You right now in 2024, if you want to live somewhere decent and go out a couple of times, 10K a month is nothing, bro. And it's people's ego that keep them down. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Who does he think he is? Like,
If he's richer than you and he's better than you and he has something you want, leave your ego on the side, bro. Just yeah, some of the times he might end up being a dickhead, but that's it. Go on to another person, try with another person. But your ego is like up here and you're down here and you're trying to meet people up here, no one's gonna give you a chance.
What do you think is a good way to meet these people? Because most of the time they are here, as I told you, and you have somebody and like he making a traffic source very good. So what can you offer them? How would you go to these people and say, okay, I want to meet this person? What's your way to connect network?
It depends. For me right now, in my specific position right now, I can talk to anyone. I have my connections. I'm at a level where I can be friends with anyone running this business on a very high scale because I have something to offer. Like they have something to offer, I have something to offer, value exchange, and that's it. But if you're, let's say, someone from zero trying to start this and trying to meet these people, either join groups or networks where these people are also there, but also joining alone is not enough because I've joined a bunch of these groups before I created my own thing. I've seen that most of these people that create these groups, they create them just for their own gain to make money, just throw people there. You need to also be good. You need to have good social skills to talk with people and just go outside. Don't be like, yeah, I just want this, because a lot of people are more take, and they don't want to give anything. These people never make it in life. They don't go anywhere in life. But if you're more, I would say, neutral, like, yeah, give, and then take a little bit, you're going to go far. 100%.
So you would offer a person, let's say they want to meet you because you are known in the space, you have your own group and the best people from every source, and they want to meet you, but they can't afford at the moment to be with you. You know what I mean? So how should they come to you and be interesting for you?
I don't believe in I can't afford it. I'm going to tell you why. I've seen people, because I created this whole network, this big successful coaching. I've seen people, witnessed with my own eyes, real life examples I can show anyone. A guy from the army joined the coaching, made a bunch of money. A guy that used to be a taxi driver hit 20K, or I believe 15 or 20K pending after 1 month running this business. Pending is the money made in the last 7 days. I've seen 16-year-old kids, bro. Like, what does I can't afford it mean? Because anyone can get a job. Anyone can go and get money if they actually want to. So I don't believe in I can't afford it. Why did other people manage to make it and you didn't? Why did they manage to? Because I get these texts all the time like, hey, my dream is to run the same business like you, but I can't afford it. Like, how did the other people afford it? How did the other people afford it, bro? It's that simple. I don't like exceptions. I like to be fair with everyone, you know? If that guy managed to do it, you can do it as well.
Makes sense. So how maybe I think the most people know what this business is and everything, but maybe you can shortly for new people say some things about the business and then how your group works, because that's, I think, interesting too. I saw results. I could really with confidence prefer everyone to join your free channel because there you learn a lot and you see results from your group. But how does everything work? The business itself and your group as a connection to.
First thing, the business, OFM. Anyone watching this video, you can just Google it, YouTube it. You'll find, if I sit and explain it, it's going to take a lot of time and it's not necessary for this. You can just YouTube or Google it, you'll figure it out. What my group does is basically, I tried to create what I dreamed of having when I started this business. There are a lot of people that are skeptical when it comes to joining such things because, and I understand them clearly. I've been in multiple paid groups, coachings before, and I've seen what bullshit these people offer. The reason my group is very successful is because I do what I say. It's 100% transparent. Basically, what I write and I say that I offer, they get a lot more than that because how I told you my connections of this is the best guy with TikTok, this is the best guy with Instagram, this is the best guy with Reddit, blah blah blah. Other than the fact that after they join, they get access to me, they get access to all my models, free trial links for my models. Go check them out. My Reddit accounts, my Instagram accounts, my TikTok accounts, my chatting scripts, well, everything. Like I don't understand how people are still a bit skeptical about. I can say, yeah, I can understand it because I know what other peoples in this business are offering when it comes to paid groups, and it's basically bullshit, all lies. But we've already grown to a point that there's no reason for me whatsoever to market it or to promote it. Like I've seen all the other products in this niche, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads. They're just trying their best to market it. And for me, my marketing was nothing more than word of mouth. Hey, bro, I joined Hadi's coaching. You should check it out. Hey, bro, look, I went from 15K to 200, 300K a month. Hadi helped me with this. Just word of mouth. And if it was a bad product, we wouldn't get to such a big number and have such a good reputation.
Okay. When somebody is joining your program, what they can expect to get?
First thing we do is depends on what his current situation. We analyze his situation. If he already has a model he's managing or he's starting from zero. We had a lot of people that started from zero and learned how to get models, how to sign, blah, blah, blah. But we have also most of our guys, I would say 70% already had experience, 30% started from zero. But let's say you're the guy that already has experience or very little experience. You'd hop on an intro call either with me or another admin, but I try my best to be only with me. We do the intro call, we analyze the situation, we try our best first to fix all the mistakes that might be on the account when it comes to the chatting, the funneling, everything, and then we come up with a game plan together based on what the model looks like. We would say, bro, I would recommend you start with this room or you start with this room. And then when he goes to the room, we have basically everything on the pinned messages on Telegram, all the methods, all the videos, the calls that happened inside the groups, pinned, everything. He has each and every group has one, two, sometimes three admins, depends on how much active that room is. He can, other than talking to me, he can talk to the admin. I structured this whole thing in a way that I focus a lot on speed. I structured this whole thing in a way that anytime someone has a question, he can either ask me, the admin, or the group. So anytime someone has a question, an answer is there in a couple of seconds. Because sometimes like wasting time leads to wasting money as well. And I don't want anyone wasting money. I just want everyone in there to have everything at that moment.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that, I'm like this whole thing is only created by me. We're a bunch of people behind it. Like the admins need to eat as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have employees inside as well that do calls when my VAs as well, if someone wants to talk with my chatting manager and understand why we're doing this, why we're doing that. But I tried my best to make it as A to Z as possible, like as copy paste as possible with as many examples as possible, because I believe that if you put something that's idiot proof, like even an idiot can see it, they'll start to understand it a lot more than just saying, yeah, go post this. And this is what we focused on. I'm the face of it. It's a very big product because we have very big plans for the future when it comes to this specific group. And another thing we focused a lot on is it's more of like a brotherhood, I would say. It's not a product as in just any other info product. I know each and every single person from inside. I met 70% of them. I video called with all of them. I talk to most of them on daily basis. A lot of them became my actual friends. They're friends together. We had a lot of guys that teamed up and became partners and scaled their agencies together. Bunch of stories like this. Because I believe when the whole atmosphere is more like brotherhood, no one's hiding. And I have a bunch of rules inside. And I believe since I started this product till now, we kicked maybe 15 or 20 people. I'm very strict when it comes to this shit. Like, if you're trying to scam your brother, trying to harm your brother, trying to hide something, we don't accept such things. If I'm fully transparent, why won't you be as well? And yeah, my marketing tactic and my marketing edge is I always say this: find me one person that didn't make his money back, that started working and didn't make his money back. I'll give you anything you want. You know, I'm that confident about my product because, as I said, it's not like any other info product. When someone joins, me and the admins and everyone in charge inside, our first and foremost goal is having him make his investment back. No one sleeps till he makes his investment back. We stick into him, and basically each and every day to have him make the investment back, because we care a lot about our reputation as well. This is a very long-term project. Other than that, we have also my own lawyer. He helps the guys with the contracts, the company setups, anything they need. We have our own developer inside. He made bots for us, software, basically everything, like everything. I can talk about this a lot more, but I believe everyone already understood is basically everything.
Yeah, I think it's, I can say with confidence too, it's what I heard of is true. So people are told me about this and told me, okay, it's one of the best, and he actually cares and actually doesn't want the money and replies fast and everything. And I personally experienced that too. When I texted you, reply in like 2 seconds with like, bro, and I sent the message like, I don't know, 2 a.m. in the morning. I get the reply fast. So it's not just like you buy a course with videos. It's like more personal and
Yeah. It's one-on-one, because I believe this is the best way to learn. Like, if you buy a video course or a product, it gets outdated, bro. Everything needs to get updated all the time. You need to always see, oh, this changed. Yeah, let's start doing this. Because if you buy a video product, you watch it once, twice. After 1 month, it's worth shit. You know?
so you update everything on time and know things before other people know it.
Yeah,
Like,
I genuinely believe my product is so good to a point that it gets people to think that it's hard to believe. So it must be something wrong. But no, we don't have any upsells. If anyone's thinking, oh, no, zero upsells whatsoever. You can do as many calls as you want. You can talk the lawyer setups, everything, just no upsells whatsoever. It's very straight to the point. And yeah, that's basically it.
So you pay one time and you're in it lifetime. Okay, so I think it's fair. But you have your coaching, it's all good, and the people are making money. But most of the people that have it, like e-com or OFM or different, they make a bit money and then they start selling something, but don't actually make money by themselves with the product. Not say with the product, with the business.
Yeah.
How is it with you? You make money with
I would
OFM?
say this is the biggest mistake anyone can do when it comes to, for some people it worked. Like, I'll give an example, Iman Gadzi, for him it worked. But usually this is something very bad when it comes to a business that keeps on updating all the time. And I still run this business. All the guys inside, they see my models, they see what we post, they see everything. Because I feel like if I exit right now this business, how can I help people still make money with it? And a lot of people have this misconception that I'm this genie or this smart wizard. No, bro. I'm good with a couple of things. I have other people behind me that are a lot better because I've seen a lot of people say like, "How is Hadi that smart that he knows Instagram, Reddit, TikTok, Threads, all this?" Like, bro, no. I have someone for this, two people for this, two people for this that are the biggest people in the game when it comes to that specific traffic source, and they help me and they help you as well. I'm not this genie or this wizard when it comes to this, but yeah, we still a lot of people have this misconception that this guy, because I read a lot of these telegram groups sometimes. Everyone sends me when someone talks or says something about me, they have this misconception that, oh, this guy made all his money from his info product. My answer to this is I've shown a lot of times on my. I'll give you an example. I've posted a lot of time on my Telegram and on my YouTube as well, where I had months where I spent over 1 mil in that month. Comes to apartments, jets, all of that. This means 100 people joining the coaching at the 10K. This never happened. Never. I don't know who can bring in 100 people to pay him 10K a month, but this never happened. It's a lot less than that. So anyone with this idea, or I'll do another thing. I'm not going to show the camera, but I'm going to show you, and I want you to show your reaction to the camera of what numbers our agency is pulling each month. This is a week and this is a month.
A month.
This is a month, yeah.
Yes.
And then I put another month. There's another month. I'm going to show you as well on the computer. The amount of subs we make per week, and then if someone asks you, you can answer. But I don't like talking about this stuff online because. Are you familiar with this bot?
Not much.
This is the last 7 days, all accounts. And this is the number of conversions that happened in the last 7 days.
Okay. Okay.
So anyone that asks you,
I can answer that.
you
But
can answer that you saw with your own eyes.
yes.
But yeah, I kind of get why people do this because I genuinely believe 99% of people, of men, are incompetent because they get lazy, they have vices, they waste time, they do something. And whenever they see someone that's actually killing it in all parts, they start thinking about what is this guy doing wrong? He must be doing something, you know?
Yes.
But I've seen this a lot where people defend me and they say like, why don't you just understand that this guy is actually doing this, and that, and this is why he's on the level he is right now? They just don't want to believe it, you know? They just want to find an excuse in their mind that, oh no, he must be lacking somewhere.
Yes.
Who other guy my age, like, show any guy watch my YouTube channel to see the money I spend, the cars I have, the vacations? Who's doing it this way? What can you do to get that money other than doing multiple things and being the best at them at the same time? So this is my response to anyone that thinks that, oh, this guy just made his money like this, bro.
Yeah. I saw the numbers and really, I think with the lifestyle, you can't just have a coaching. and
Exactly.
it's-
Exactly. Like, I don't understand how these people think. Like, how can I afford all of this just with one product? It's impossible.
Yeah, because it's lifetime too, the coaching. They pay one time, they don't pay you monthly, and the costs go up that you have monthly for cars, for employees, and I think it's just common sense to understand then, okay, he must make money with the business too that he is teaching about. And with that numbers I saw now, it's it's okay. You can live good on that.
I'll give another example. We have two, I think in total there are 15 or 14 employees in total inside the coaching, the admins, the lawyer, whatever. All these people get paid. And the admins get paid very well because if you're the guy pulling 2-3 mil a month from Instagram and you want to use your own time to help other people inside my little program, you need to get paid well.
Yes.
Plus the fact that they're my friends as well and we know each other, we just help each other out. Please, anyone watching this, just remove this idea from your head because what he saw right now, I don't show a lot of people. I don't like showing it online because I believe these things might come back and bite me one day. So
Yes.
I like to keep them private. I let the receipts talk, the cars, the everything. And another reason why I don't show what I showed you right now to public is, let's say I want to buy a info product from someone. I must be stupid to only look at his results because these are my results. You should not care about my results. You should care about my students' results because you're more close to having their results than my results. Someone like this is my result of 5 years in this business, not 1 month, you know?
Yes.
This is why I focus more about showing what the coaching guys inside receives because this is what people care about. You care about me having, you know?
Yeah. So you still work hard on the business and every day. Maybe tell us or tell me how your day look and how hard you work, how many things you need to manage, and how much.
I'm very good at structuring. I believe before the actual knowledge when it comes to this business or any other business, if you're good at structuring, you're going to go very far in life. I'm good at hiring the right people, good at being you do this, you take care of this, you take care of that, because you can't build an empire just by one person. It's impossible. You need to have multiple good people that are as good and as hungry as you are, and this is how you basically build your empire. And for me, it's more I do work a lot, but I don't spend my time like those people sit and work 20 hours a day. No, like this, I don't like that. I would rather pay someone to get 2, 3 extra hours a day free for me. But a normal day of my life would be waking up, going directly to the gym, drinking coffee there, starting, finishing my training session, boxing, come back, work, eat. I eat once or twice a day maximum, but usually one time a day. And after I eat, I take a little nap. Why I do this is because I believe that this 1 hour, I don't take like a long nap. 1 hour, 1.5 hours. After I wake up, I'm recharged again because whenever you eat, you feel more like, you're not in
Yeah.
the mood. And especially if you're eating 1 meal a day, it's a big meal. So after eating, you're not in the mood to work or do a lot of stuff. So I just take a nap, wake up, I'm ready to work again or do another training session. And I go out once every 2, 3 days, drink coffee with my friend right here or my other friends that I hang out with. And that's basically it.
Okay, and you train boxing a lot too, so maybe you're champion or what exactly
Let
you
me
do?
talk first about my training routine. I am not a professional, but I train exactly like a professional. Like, I haven't missed a training session in years. And why I do this is because I like the discipline that comes with contact sports. Doesn't have to be only boxing, can be kickboxing, can be MMA, but you need a certain level of discipline. And whenever I go there, the amount of guys that I see for 1 week and then they disappear, or the guy that only comes on Monday,
Yeah.
or the guy that comes once every 3 months, just shows you that most people are not that disciplined. I don't care what you have to do for work. If you want to do this, you can find 1 hour a day to just go and train. And I enjoy it. For me, it's stress relief. You know, if I don't go and train in the morning, I'm pissed that day. Just no one can talk to me.
Okay. So you also trained with some people here from Romania. I saw, for an example, with Andrew Tate. How is the training with him, and how is the connection happened to him, and all these things that you are being friends?
Throughout boxing, I would say a lot of people they don't they underestimate the connections you can make with contact sports. Like I've met a lot of very big names just because I was at the boxing gym and I was with because the more you level up in the fighting game, the more names you start to meet, the more people you start to see, and it's just a win-win scenario. Whereas if you go to the gym and just lift weights and pump your muscles, and you're going to be friends with the dumbbells. That's
Yes.
it. Maybe you will say hi to the guy that scans your card when you go inside, and that's it. Who you're going to meet at the gym. But with contact sports, my trainer is a very big name in Romania, and he brought in a lot of fighters from abroad, and we met each other, sparred together, and yeah. But coming back to the Andrew thing, I believe the internet doesn't give him his fair share of how good of a fighter he is, and he's just different, you know. He doesn't show how hard he trains. He doesn't show how much time and effort he puts into this. He just shows some short clips where he's hitting the pads or something, but that guy's extremely hardworking. A guy worth respecting a lot because he doesn't show the actual work. A lot of people just see the final product, you know. But he's extremely hardworking. He's a tough guy to spar with, very tough. And I believe this came from his trainer because I met his trainer as well, Amir. And he was telling me stories about how he used to let him wear weights on his hands and his legs. Whenever he's tired, he would let him wear the weights, and when he's fresh, he wouldn't let him wear the weights. You know, just these psychological things he used to do with him. When he's down and he wants to stand up, he would just kick him all the time, kick his leg, keep him down. Stuff like this, you know. He trained him hard. He trained him differently. Right now, from what I see, most trainers are very soft. Like they're more money concentrated businessman. Just take his money, do a couple of pads, and send him home.
Yes. Yeah, that's a fair point because I trained in my city too, and they only concentrate on like the people that make the boxing club money, not
Yeah,
even concentrating on evolving the fighters and things like this. And now that we talked about him, what do you think in general, besides boxing and everything, what happened to him here in Romania and all the things he did, and now what's going on for the day we are filming? In the morning, they took again all his cars from his house. What do you think about this situation?
I believe that it's like no one was, from my perspective, I wasn't expecting it. We were just like, yeah, the case is over, blah, blah, blah. Everything came back to normal. But this just shows you that you need to, what happened to him always shows me that you actually don't own anything. The cars, the house, you don't own anything because whenever, if you piss off the wrong guy, if he wants, he just takes everything. So everything, nothing is yours. You're just renting your time in this big house with that big car, with all of that. And made me focus a lot on cash flow rather than having a big sum of bank in the bank, a big sum of money in the bank and just spending that, you know. Because with his case, doesn't matter. Even if they took his cars, give him a couple of weeks, he'll buy another 10, you know.
Yes.
Whereas if it was a normal rich person and something happened to him, something similar happens to him, he's gone. He's done.
Yes.
So yeah, what can we say?
Yeah, I think it's crazy too, because only because he's so known, nobody can kill him now or things like this. If he's a rich person that nobody knows, they maybe just kill him
You
and
can get rid of him, yeah.
uh,
I pray the best for them. He's a person that helped me out a lot, mentally with a lot of things, gave me a lot of good advice. And how I see him is a positive impact on the world. He, other than me, he helped other people a lot more than he did with me. Even if they don't know him personally, I'm sure most of the people right now in the online game is 99% of them are because of him and his videos and his message. So, yeah.
yeah, I think it's a good impact too, and it's horrifying what happens here. But you're not, I wouldn't say scared, but of the things that it's in Romania and you live here too, and you have the cars and everything too. So what do you think they come after you because you have a connection to him, or what would you do in a similar situation?
Uh, my honest answer would be I don't care because I already trained my mind, I would say, and I'm at the position where if they want the cars, just come take them, bro. I don't care. I have everything set. I'm a guy, as I told you, I focus a lot on structure. I always have plan A, B, C, D. If they come take me right now, I'm going to be a bit agonized because, yeah, I'm going to sit in a jail cell, let's say, God forbid, for doing nothing. But I'll be happy because everyone outside that I care about is getting taken care of. So one man and minus not gonna affect that much. The cash flow is still gonna be there. Everything is gonna still be running. I'll come out with more stories.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I don't see these materialistic things as something that defines me. This is why I can't say that I'm scared or just
Yeah.
gonna take them, come take them, bro. I'll buy another one.
Yeah. So
Give
what?
me some time and
And just a thing of time. So what are the things what is actually your goal at the moment, and when you have everything and you don't care about the materialistic things, what you want to reach? Because the average man is here, and let's say you are here now, you have the cars, everything. What
I,
else can you do?
I always thought about this. I actually think about this a lot, almost each and every day. Like, what do I want more? You know? And at first, I was like, the Bugatti. This is what everyone was like, the dream, Bugatti, Bugatti. I went to Bugatti in Doha. We talked about me pre-ordering a Bugatti. It wasn't like a goal that I can't touch or something. But going there and seeing it and experiencing that whole thing, it gave me a little bit of like to think about, a little stuff to think about because right now in my position, what I enjoy the most is working. I enjoy what I do, enjoy talking to people, I enjoy seeing them evolve. I enjoy also traveling. This is one thing that keeps me going. I just want to, it's freedom basically, you know, whenever, like recently, when the whole conflict started in Lebanon, it took me a couple of minutes to buy my whole family business class tickets, fly them here, hotel, anything they need, you know. And this, if you're not in a position where you have very good money, you can't do that. So I'm basically living each and every day to the fullest, I would say. And for the future, we'll see. I'm not the type of person that makes a 5 year plan or a 10-year plan. I care about tomorrow and today. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, that's understandable. You mentioned a lot cash flow, and I think I saw a video on your channel that you started now with real estate too. So maybe you can talk a little about that, because I got some questions from the German community about that too. They wanted to know how is it, how you got in this, and do you do it like not full time, but you concentrate on getting.
I've been this since 2021, 2022. I bought my first ever investment property. look, like this is also another side business that I do. This for all the people that think, oh, this guy made all his money on bro. So I started, my first one was in 2022. I do it more as a hobby rather than a business. I like it because it's fun, you know. When I was a kid, I used to enjoy playing Monopoly, and I feel like this is also like Monopoly because it's more of picking the right property, doing the research behind it. What I love about it is the people that I meet. Like I met so many, bro. When I say rich, like rich people, people that own hundreds of millions when it comes in real estate, and that are very good. These are very good contacts to have in your phone. You know,
Yes.
very important. It's not your average Telegram 10K a month guy.
Yes,
It's,
it's completely different.
it's
Everybody talks about like contexts like this, but nobody knows how to get them really.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. One thing was, yeah, what I loved about it was the contacts, and it's good cash flow if you play it right and you get your properties right. And of course, it's very hard to get into this business if you don't have another business already generating you money or have already money on the side. It's hard to get into this. But I used it as well as a motivating factor because I had a lot of periods where I would jump into a project, pay the initial payment, and in my mind, I know that if I stopped working, I won't be able to finish the payment, you know, when
yes.
the project is done, when the residential property is done, and I have to pay the last sum of money and I don't have it, I lose the apartment. So my goal with this is, I think next year I'm going to do this 100% because next year I'll also become a Romanian citizen and I'll have the rights to own the land in Romania. I'm going to start my own project. And me being in these years of buying, I sold as well, met a lot of people, met a lot of developers. I have experience, I have contacts. Let's say for wood, I call this guy. For metal, I call this guy. For the floor, I call this guy. And it's something I want to do. And I also have investors to get inside with this. Also, another thing, what I talked about with my group is the guys making 6, 7 figures a month. For them, throwing 200, 300K for a floor of 6 apartments or 5 apartments is nothing, but we're building it together. Understand what I mean? Tell me, what are the questions they asked you?
I got a call in the car, and they just wanted to know how much time it takes, how the things like, do they send your apartment and say, look, you can buy, and you buy it, or what are criteria you look for in an apartment? You have experts that you ask, or you know it by yourself at this time?
I have a video on my YouTube channel where I explained a lot about this and I talked a lot about this. And it depends a lot on your situation. You know, right now for me, I have people that send me offers. But before, I used to go every time I see a building, like it's in the first phase or still very early stages, I would go get the guy's number, call him, go talk with him, discuss, oh, this, that, you know. And I actually worked with someone for 6 months. He was building a building. He was basically building a project. And that guy taught me a lot when it comes to life, blah, blah, because he was a bad person. He was not a good person. He tried to manipulate me in many ways. And I learned from him a lot when it comes to this specific business. So anyone watching this, if you want, the best way to get into this business is, other than doing the research, going, talking, blah, blah, blah. If you know someone that's doing a project, an uncle or someone that, well, even a construction worker, you going with him there and seeing everything and understanding everything helps you get a lot way ahead. Because in real estate, 99% of people are the people that just buy at the end, you know. And if you're the person that invests, you're one of the few that invest at the start, you're going to make profit.
Yes. Okay, I will link down the video too. They will see of your real estate video. What's your, in the end of everything, what's your impression of Germans and the whole thing?
I can give a very honest opinion because I worked with Germans. I lived with Germans. I lived with two Germans for 6 months. We lived in a penthouse, in a crazy penthouse here in Romania together. And when it comes to work, all my respect, Germans work hard. They're actually extremely hardworking, very nice people to work with. I lived with two Germans. I'm still friends with one of them. The other one kind of shifted away. 6 months we stayed together. We had our ups and downs. We had our fights because we were three guys living in the same. Even though the penthouse was huge, we still had. But it's fine. One of the guys, shout out to Joey if you're watching this. Very good guy, very smart guy. We helped each other a lot. When he came to Romania, I told him, I liked him a lot. I told him that anywhere you go, tell everyone that I'm your cousin, because here a lot of people know me. And if he says, yeah, I'm Hadi's cousin, then they would treat him differently, you know? So he was telling everyone he's my cousin. And yeah, this is basically my experience, I would say, or my opinion when it comes to Germans. Very nice people, very hardworking. But there's still room to meet even more people. I met bad Germans and I met good Germans. I can't give 100% opinion on all of them because that would not be fair. But yeah.
Okay, so I thank you very much for all answers for the podcast and the setup. So thanks to everyone for watching. I thank Hadi really for the opportunity to make his first podcast with me. We will have clips before and after the video. We will look of Hadi's cars too. You will see it, and the training session. So hello guys, next day. Today we are at Benny's Fight Academy with Hadi. We will do a couple of training sessions together here, sparring. We will see how it goes, and I'm really excited. So I should focus more on boxing. Hadi told the same. I think you got more respect as a man to people in box.
No, but if you look at Hadi, like when he came to me, he has like 20 kilos more, maybe. No? Like 15 kilos more. And 1 year has this transformation. Okay, he's not ripped. Yeah, he keeps almost at 60.
I think boxing helps you also look better with the body, you know? Yeah. Like me, look at me, I haven't lifted weights in 2-3 years. I still look like this.
At least once per week.
But it's hard to find a academy or a fight gym that concentrates on you as a fighter, you know? In Germany, I was in the gym carrying this training, and they don't concentrate on me as a single person. They only concentrate on the people making money for the gym. So it's hard to find a real gym where you can learn.
Everywhere like this almost. Like, if you come to my classes, I have to focus on 12 people, 10 people. No, I focus on you also, but I have to focus on everyone. If you pay for the private sessions, okay, I can focus on your news. 1 hour, 1 hour 15, more years. Several like this. Only if you go like as a kid in like boxing academies, amateurs, like there is coaches who makes money from your performance, from your growth. So, yeah. Lose me, you cannot keep me from there. Step here, I'm running away from you. Understand? I'm running away from you. You cannot keep me from there, so you have to step here. Don't let me run. Alright. You have way more space. Doesn't have enough. I move deeper, things get different. Like your area to hip is smaller. Understand? It's a little bit on the side. Yeah. Immediately. This uppercut should be more down. Immediately. Bend your feet. Bend your knees. Bend your feet. Contact. Connect the floor. There you go. Breathe. Understand? Hold on. Take yourself to the head. Speed 1, 2, down. Come up. And to the head. Closer, bit closer. Okay, hit onto the head with. 1, 2, down. Come up.
Halt deinen Kopf oben. Man macht zum Kopf, nicht nur Bodyshots.
Balance, good balance. There we go. Nice. Nice. Go on to the head. Be good. Let's go. Get violent, get violent, get violent. Seconds. Protect yourself. There we go, nice. Good job. Get nasty with it. Let's go now. Look, ready.
It was first time that I feel like my body vibrating. I get my hair.
So, how's it? Introducing the cultural boxing.
Bro, it was a crazy training. We did a lot of nice training sessions. Like, I learned a lot. You taught me a lot of things I need to practice on as soon as I'm in Germany. And the sparring with Hadi also was crazy. And the training, all in all, it was great. I really can recommend it.
That's good, I'm happy like it. You're welcome anytime here.
Thank you, bro.